welcome to Pro at Work. If you would like to improve your business English and have a professional style at work, so this channel is perfect for you. And today in this episode, I would like to share with you my my perfect recipe for any piece of business writing. Okay, and please remember only business writing because I have no idea about other type of writing like fiction or poetry because our channel is focused only on business. Okay, you ready? Let's go. As you may know, we are living in digital age where a picture can say 1,000 words, so the writing skill is becoming more and more important than ever. Why? Because people like us are tend to be very lazier and the pickier than before because we will surely not stick around a dreadful piece of writing to read a word because there are so many other stuff out there much more interesting waiting for us, right? So the question is, can everyone compose a perfect piece of writing which is logical and perfect enough to attract people, or only some people who are gifted wordsmith can compose that kind of perfect business writing piece? And the answer is, the good news is everyone can write. Thus follow my recipe, which I will share with you in next several minutes. Into the recipe, I would like to tell you that I don't invent it myself. That recipe come up from the long hour painfully and seriously researching and reading of mine, and come with this recipe. In the end, I have read 3 books. The first book is Pyramid Principle of Bakhraminto. The second book is Writing That Works of Kenny Roman and Joel Raphaelson. And the third book is Everybody Writes of Anne Hanley. And also, I attended an online course about writing named Writing with Flair, taught by Srini Raja. Srini Raja is a former editor of the Wall Street Journal, and in his course he revealed the killer tactics of the top editor in the world to us. So, after 3 books and 1 online course, the person who really struggling with writing like me have come up with a recipe which helped me a lot at work, and I am very happy to share with you today. Then, like any recipe of cooking or baking, my recipe of writing also have a 2 part. First part will be the method and second part will be the ingredient. And because if I talk about both method and ingredient in one video, I'm afraid that it is so long, so you will not patient enough to stick until the very end of video. So I will divide this episode into 2 parts. First part, the method, I will present to you in this video, and the second part of ingredient I will present to you in another video coming up next to this video. Okay, so let's go. In this first part, we will go through the method of writing, and the name of the game here is very simple. The method is the pyramid principle. The pyramid principle is invented by Bakhraminto. She was the very first female consultant of the very famous consultancy firm McKinsey and the Company. And she wrote the pyramid principle, logical in writing and thinking, in 1978. And in this book, she explained how a written document of writing and presentation should be logically structured. And this method has been applying in the almost management consulting firm on our planet until now. In her book, she said that normally people are writing based on these following steps: think, write, rewrite, 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 and edit. Okay, it's very tired, right? So instead, she said that people should follow these steps: think, write, and edit. Okay, so how can we eliminate the steps, very tiring steps? Rewrite, 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 rewrite. The method is applying the pyramid principle to think and write a very logical skeleton, and then beyond that skeleton you will write very easily, and after you write you look back and thus edit some point, and bam, you already got the final one, which is very logical. So what is pyramid principle? Barbara Minto say that when you're writing your idea out, you should present your ideas in the shape of a pyramid, and this is a pyramid. The top of the pyramid will be the main point. Okay, so it means that cut to the chase, coming with the main point in the very first time, and then after the main point, you will give the arguments and the data to support and explain more for that main point. And this is a pyramid principle, very simple, right? And now maybe a question will trigger in your mind that why should I apply this pyramid principle when I write or I present? And the answer is you absolutely should apply this pyramid principle when you write, because this is based on how our human brain work. So how our brain work? Okay, you should know the magic number 7 about our mind. It is said that our memory thus can hold the maximum 7 items in our short-term memory at one time. So somebody who is very phenomenal can hold up to 9, but it's very rare. And the maximum number of normal people is 7, and some people can hold only 5, and the convenient number is 3, and of course the easiest number to remember is 1. Okay, and so because of the limited numbers of items that our brain can hold at one time, so when it comes to reading or watching anything, our brain see 4 or 5 items, so our brain will tend to group them, categorize them, and group them into groups, so the memory can easily attain. Okay. So it is said that we should write based on the way the reader reads. So the reader tend to group the ideas to remember, so we should group for them in advance, so the reader can absorb our ideas more easily. No need to doing any categorizing and grouping, because we already group for them, and we group the ideas and put already on the top of pyramid, and then under the pyramid we will give the argument and the data to make this main point more strong. So now you already know what the pyramid principle is and why we should apply the pyramid principle for writing. So Now the question is how can we apply pyramid principle into writing? I will show you now. Firstly, for paragraph, when write a paragraph, it's very simple to apply. You just need to stick in your head that you should present your ideas in a shape of pyramid. So in the first sentence of paragraph, you present your main point. Okay, the main point into the very first sentence, got to the chase, baby. Okay, and the following up sentences will be the argument, will be the explanation to support to that main point. Okay, the following up questions after the first sentence will specifically explain what is happening and why does it happen, how does it happen, how should we do about it, etc. Like that. It's very simple. So remember the main point in the very first sentence of paragraph. That is for paragraph. So how about a long document? Okay, for long document you need a little bit more time. For long document like 1 page, 2 page, 50 or 100 pages or more than thousands page. Okay, so before you writing, you should save your ideas in a pyramid shape. But because many ideas, so when you shape, you need a paper to draw the pyramid of your ideas, and then based on that pyramids you already draw on the paper, you will write very easily. Okay, so for long document, first step will draw the pyramid on the paper, and step 2 will be, second step will be write beyond that pyramid. Look at the board now. You can see the picture of a pyramid of a long document. Okay, Barbara Minto say that you will easily and very quickly write your document when you have the correct and the logical pyramid of ideas. So how can we check if our pyramid we built is correct and logical? Yeah, we absolutely have the ways to check, because this pyramid have rules, and when it match the rules, so your pyramid will be the correct one. And what is the rules? Barbara Minto say that the pyramid have the vertical rules and the horizontal rules. The vertical rules, it means the relationship between this main point with this sub-main point and sub-main point with the lower sub-main point behind them. And it is said that the relationship vertically in this pyramid should be question and answers. It means that the main point you state here should trigger a question, and then the sub-main points below them will be the answer to that main point. Okay, and in this sub-main point it will trigger a question, and then this sub-main point will answer the question that trigger in here. Okay, for example, maybe the main point you will be we should do this. Okay, so there are questions triggering in reader's mind. We should do this. How? Okay, how can we do this? Okay, so this sub-main point will answer the question how, and this will state at the step we need to do. We need to proceed to do something here. Okay, so what should we do? So the main point here is we should do this. So the question is how, and the answer is we should do step 1, we should do step 2, we should do step 3. Okay, and maybe in this step 1 there will be a question trigger that why should we do this? So this box will answer the question why, and it will be the reason, because reason number 1, reason number 2, reason number 3, something like that. So your document is only interesting and attracting for the reader when it triggers a question, and then you answer, and then question, and then you answer, and then question, and then answer again. So we will improve, we will draw the pyramid until we have no more question to answer. And Barbara Minto said that if there is no question, so don't write, because no one will read your document. Though the reader only read the document when they have a question about the problem you are the issue, the matter you are presenting. Now we go to the horizontal relationship between the pyramid. It is said that the horizontal relationship, it means the relationship between the sub-main point in X group. Okay, so it is said that the relationship, the sub-main point in each layer of the pyramid should be the same type of ideas. It means that if you trigger a question here, how can we should do this, and the question trigger here is how can we do it? So the sub-main point here should be the same type of ideas. It means steps. Okay, it means it's steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. And in case this main point trigger a question, why should we do this? So the sub-main point in this layer should be the same types of ideas, and it's the reasons. Okay, so if this main point trigger a question why, so this should be reason 1, reason 2, and reason 3. Okay, so you cannot reason 1, you cannot present reason 1, reason 2, and this is the different type ideas like step 1. No, right? So it should be the same type of ideas. Barbara Minto say that there are 2 logical ways of horizontal relationship. And Barbara Minto say that there are 2 types of horizontal relationship. The first one is deductive relationship. It means that, for example, this deductive, here is like Nemo can swim. Okay, and we will find the underlayer of the pyramid to support the idea, right? So deductive relationship will be fish can swim. Fish can swim, and Nemo is fish. So Nemo can swim. Okay, this is deductive relationship. Okay, Nemo can swim, fish. So we will try to prove answer the question why can Nemo swim, and the answer is fish can swim. Well, Nemo is a fish, so Nemo absolutely can swim. Okay, this is deductive relationship. And the second type of horizontal relationship is inductive relationship. This is inductive relationship. The main point is we can do this. We can do something. Okay, so the question here will be how, and this will be steps. Okay, this is inductive relationship. Each subpoint here will present the same type idea is a steps, and in the case that this trigger a question why, so this will be reason number 1, reason number 2, and reason number 3. Okay, so this is so also in reason, so it's also the same type ideas reasons. Okay, so this is inductive relationship. So now you already have the pyramid, you already understand the relationship vertically and horizontally of the pyramid. And what should we do now? We present our pyramid directly to the reader, or we need to do something? Yeah, we absolutely need to do something. But Raminto say that it is very boring if you give this pyramid directly to reader. You need something to stimulate them to read your main point, and the sub main point here is introduction. Yes, you absolutely need an introduction. And now I will show you how to write an introduction about long document. And again, Bob Ramito said in her book that introduction should be follow the SCQ procedure. It means that firstly you have to give them S. It means situation. You will give situation is you should give the reader the fact that they already know, or the fact that they easily check and figure it out. And then when you're already giving the fact and give the thing that the reader already knows, so there will be a question triggering in their mind that, okay, so I know that, so what's next? So what's wrong? Okay, so it's time for you to give them the complication. It means something is not right with that situation. Okay, and then it's time after the completion. It's time for you to give the question, trigger the question. So, and then the answer of this question is exactly our main point here. Okay, and the top main point here is exactly the answer of this question. Okay, this introduction is very easy to understand. I think so. And Bakraminto say that we should invest our time to write this introduction at the very first beginning of our writing. And when it comes to write any long document, you should invest your time mostly for this introduction. And when you have the good introduction, you have the good question, so you will have the good answer to that question. Okay, so when you have the good answer here, the main point, the very good and very strong main point here is very quick for you to draw the pyramid under it and write beyond the pyramid you built. Okay, and for the introduction, maybe I will have an example for you. Okay, maybe we talk about the topic writing. Okay, so I will give the situation. I will write introduction like this. First of all, I will give the reader the situation. Maybe, as you know, we are living in a digital age where a picture can say 1,000 words, so the writing becoming more and more important than ever. Okay, and that is situation. Again, that is situation is writing is becoming more and more important. Okay, so the complication here will be, however, writing a very perfect and logical piece, a logical business document is very difficult, very difficult. Yeah. Okay, and the question triggering here will be, so how can we have a good piece of writing? Why is it so difficult? And the answer will be, okay, you absolutely can write a good piece of writing if you follow this recipe. And this will be when you present to the reader your recipe, the method, the step and ingredient of this recipe here. Okay. Barbara Mintel say that for the introduction you should write around only 3 or 4 paragraphs. Okay, so we just go through the method of writing, that is pyramid principle. Yep, and I know my explanation and my ability of English speaking is still limited, so please forgive me for many mistakes I just made in this video. But I do think that the content is very useful for you, and in case you want to have more detail or more discussion, so please comment down below, so I will contact you again for more discussion. And in case you need to have a deep look into the method, so please find and read the book Pyramid Principle, Logical in Writing and Thinking of Barbara Mintel. It is very helpful. Okay. Again, thank you so much for watching and see you next time.